The Seattle Kraken were able to win Game 6 over the Dallas Stars, but now they will need to do so in a crucial Game 7 that we played in Dallas. What do I think is going to happen in the National Hockey League? Well, it's been a while since I checked in with the National Hockey League, but some crazy stuff has happened. The Carolina Hurricanes have defeated the New Jersey Devils, and the Florida Panthers were able to take down the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs were able to get out of the first round for the first time since 2004, 2005, but nonetheless, they were not able to make it past the second round, falling to the Florida Panthers, the last seed in the entire Eastern Conference, who was able to qualify for the playoffs. And yet here they are taking on the Carolina Hurricanes in this final round. According to 538, they give Carolina a 62% chance of moving on. I gotta agree. I think Florida's luck streak is eventually going to run out. I think the Panthers are going to fall to the Carolina Hurricanes. And I think the Hurricanes are going 3-1 to represent the East. Now, I would have thought it was going through the Boston Bruins, who actually, I think, maybe even had the most wins ever. They definitely got the President's Trophy. Nonetheless, they could not be able to beat the Florida Panthers. I was expecting it to be Panthers versus Hurricanes the whole time, but it actually wasn't. Yeah. But in the Western Conference, all of these rounds are still undecided. Vegas is a 3-2 advantage over the Oilers. Stars Kraken is tied 3-3. Now, it looks like the Stars have a 65% chance of moving on anyway, which does mean that both of my teams only have a 35% chance of moving on, though not really that big of a Kraken fan. That being said, the chance that both the Stars and Celtics move on is only 42%, mathematically speaking. So, I should be happy on at least one front. I don't think I'm going to be happy on two. Let's be honest. So, Vegas, I think, has a good chance of winning over the Oilers. I didn't actually check what the odds were, but I think that we're going to see the Las Vegas Golden Knights take down the Edmonton Oilers. But there's this Dallas Stars Seattle Kraken series that I'm actually really intrigued on, because this is going to be an interesting fight. And the Western Conference, the championship for that, still undecided. Because we still have 4 combinations that can go on. So we could see the Las Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Seattle Kraken. In a more unlikely case, we could see the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Seattle Kraken. We could see the Las Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Dallas Stars. Or we could see the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Dallas Stars. I think that in any of these cases, we aren't going to see too strong of a rivalry between the teams. So it's not like it's going to be this like bitterly contested series. I do think that out of all of this, the Las Vegas Golden Knights will come out on top and then be able to take on the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm interested to see who wins, because the Golden Knights, they were actually never able to win the Stanley Cup Finals. They made it to the Stanley Cup Finals in the inaugural year 2018, yet lost to the Washington Capitals. So, I'm intrigued to see what they can do here. I feel like the Carolina Hurricanes have the best chance of winning it all. And if you're my friend who is both an Islanders and a Knights fan, that's kind of like the worst possible nightmare for you. The Islanders the Islanders were eliminated by the Carolina Hurricanes, and the same team might actually be able to beat the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Personally, in my perspective, I'm fine with the Golden Knights now. I do want the Kraken to beat them, though. Not sure who I want to represent the Eastern Conference. I'd honestly be fine with either one. I don't really care too much about hockey. So, again, I'm intrigued to see who can actually make some noise here in this series. I think it would be an exciting time for us to ultimately see, as basketball and hockey both have their playoffs, who can do the best. Unfortunately, the Chicago Cubs have not been doing well recently. They're only 19 for 20. Pittsburgh Pirates took an all-out collapse. They were 28, and now they're 21-19. They got one win in their last 12 games. A lot of people are thinking that the Pittsburgh Pirates would be able to return since 2015, but they have really begun to lose their grip. They were at a point the number one seed across the entire National League, and now they're not. They're no longer the number one seed across the National League. They're no longer number one in the NL Central. I think they are still in a wild card spot. I don't think the Cubs are anymore, but this has been very rocky. Now, if you're a Yankees fan, you should actually be kind of happy because they now have a better record than the Boston Red Sox. So now they're fourth in the AL East, which means they are actually the 6th seed, and they will make the playoffs if they can hold this up. Will they be able to beat the Twins? I don't know. But again, we should see an interesting series begin to happen. And I'm excited to see what this baseball season can actually turn into. Please let the Sixers win. Please let the Sixers win.